tonight. Got a few little words. So on this one, I'm talking about managing conflicts. This definitely comes up a lot. I don't know, not a lot, but it can come up. Slippery slope. Not seeing it go. But I'm going to give you some advice so it doesn't go to slippery slope, because that's why you're here, right? Restaurants can be a high-stress environments. Tempers flare, conflict come up, are inevitable. But how you handle it as a leader defines you. So, I've seen it. I've tried many approaches. I ain't even gonna lie. I've tried, let them say their words and see if they can kind of work it out and maybe mediate. Not a big fan of that at first. It all depends on the timing in the situation. It's kind of at will. My best advice going with that is I separate them. They don't need to be in the same room, same vicinity, because especially when they're hot, tempers are flared, you want them separated. That is the best advice anyone's going to give you. That one right there. Don't put them in the same room with you. What happens if you better have another manager in there, and probably something else too, HR, something. But I think it's best to separate them, let them calm down. I let them say their piece, whatever it is. I let them have their piece. Let them vent it off. Tell me the whole story, the whole shebang. I sit back and listen. Let them vent it out. So they tend to calm down as they vent that out. Instead of me sitting there and trying to interrupt and give my 2 cents every line or every sentence, I let them talk. And I feel like it's worked multiple times when I do that. They get it off their chest. They're still a little upset, And I try to word it correctly. Obviously you want to say the right thing. If you're not sure about what to say, you probably need to go reach your HR. If you got anything that's in question, don't repeat it. Take it seriously. That's my 2 cents. When an issue comes up, address it quickly, like I said, and privately. You don't want to let it fester. You don't want to let it boil over and just keep brushing it off. Done that one too, walking by. Sometimes I don't know if the employees were joking. Sometimes they'll be joking. I'm like, guys, this is why we shouldn't make jokes like this. Because I can't tell if y'all are joking or playing around. Are y'all serious? And sure enough, one day they're serious. And I'm like, I can't tell the difference. So, that's why we should do it. After listening to both sides of the story, let them stress out. Let them get a little bit of breathing room. If you panic as a manager, they're going to panic and they're going to freak out too. Like I said, they feed off your energy and your vibe. Just try to be just calm, cool, collect. I know it can be stressful, but just you're in charge. You're in charge. You got to make decisions. And if things get out of hand with you, then they're going to get out of hand with them. It's not going to be good. I've seen a manager do it, and he lost his job. A couple employees lost their job. I had to work some nights. Somebody got promoted, but it's never fun to let somebody go. It's never a good thing, Everybody's there for a job and they need money. If they're hyperventilating and they're getting really worked up and just so bad, it's kind of good to maybe go over a little bit of breathing exercise with them, Take a deep breath. Let it out. Just do it multiple times. You're building up oxygen going to the brain. You also tend to calm them down. Going with that, let's see what else I got here. Going with it. All right. Training isn't a one-time event. It is not. It is an ongoing event, an investment. Well-trained team runs smoother and has less turnover, and that's going to be good for everybody. But also trying to figure out ways to improve our speed of service in that same time frame, because there's still a disconnect somewhere in it. And I was trying to figure out what would speed it up. That's the name of the game. If we can speed it up, do things faster, and I'd done things faster. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes you get pushback for it, but if you don't try nothing, if worst case scenario it's not working, I see it's not working, change it right back. But what if we do find something that's better? And what if we shave off time and everybody's life is better? That's the hard part. Some people just get committed to their ways and it's hard to break habits when you get set in your ways. So a little bit. And this is the huge one. This is huge. You want to have a good store that runs efficiently? This is cross-train. You want to cross-train. It will save you time and money. Cross-training everybody. I want to say that was probably the key to my one store that I've overseen, and just about everybody in the front could do every position in the front. They could even do half the positions in the back. In the back, even all of them could do just about the front. The front was a little less challenging, but there's more little critique stuff to do, like salts and sugars and sauces and that sort of thing in bagging, and you gotta have the speed. I want somebody fast who's doing that bag. So they all come in. But cross-training will save you. And there'll be the days when you're slower and you're having to cut down. Guess what? I'm going to go with the person that was willing to learn and wanting to do more cross-training. They're going to get the option to stay longer. If I have to make some cuts, if I have to. If that's because the business needs, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick the one that can do it. So that's a good one for you rookie managers coming in. Cross-train as much as you can, especially on them slow times. And you get there and change it up. If you got to cover for somebody and then let them show it, that's the way to go. Beyond skills, develop leaders. Maybe a busser shows initiative. Mentor them towards becoming a server, or maybe they want to be a line cook or has management potential. Like these things you start to see when you cross-train people and they can do multiple things. And if they have the drive and they want to learn it, that's, you can tell. You can tell quite. And I ask them, I'll say, hey, what are your goals? What do you want to do? Do you want to do that? Would you like to get management? Would you like to become a lead? At least we'll say lead. If they're showing initiative, they're doing good. At least we can give something to work towards. I don't just want to say, oh, you want to be a busser forever? I'm never just going to say that. Or find some other avenue. You never can tell. And it helps out, especially when you have that conversation. Let's see here. All right, and recognition. We've talked about this before. Recognition definitely helps out. The few words, when they feel comfortable coming to work, and you've recognized them, and they feel that you got a little bit of pride in them, they come to work because they value themselves, and they're like, I can't let these people down. You psychologically made them want to come to work. You've given them a drive to want to. So that's a really good. Maybe you have a contest. Maybe you have something going on, and server of the week gets a free meal to take home. Whatever meal they want to take home with them. So that's really good. I've done that one, and so you do that one in service. But then I always hear the cooks like, "What are we going to do? What do we get? What is our competition?" So I have competition for that. I will go with, depending on the size of the restaurant. Like if you got like a full-on kitchen, like 10 guys back there, you couldn't do this. But this time I had like four guys in the kitchen, girls and guys. Whichever shift, first or second, I said we're gonna do like a 3-day contest. Whichever one has the lowest ticket time, they all got a free meal. And what I did was I paid for 2 of the meals out of my phone pocket and comped 2 of the meals, which I got cleared to do, and got them. They got to get also got a milkshake too, which I know is a lot, but guess what? We ran lower ticket times that day, and the next day, and the next day, and then guess what? My expectation now had gone up a little bit. All of a sudden, they're like, oh man, you done got us. I know you can do better. So they didn't get quite to that time they did all the time, but they were still improved, and just a little bit of improvement. If you can get 1% better every day, in a year you're 365% better. In 1 year you can be 365% better. Imagine doing 2. Imagine if you did 2% a day. I mean, you're talking, what was that, 6 something, almost 7, 700% better. You just get 2% better every single day. So that's my little bit of wisdom today. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all take care. Better people, better places, better shifts.